dream. I'ma swap it for time and that's take it from me. Move G to be based in 3 days, I'm on 3, I'm gone. Palomino Patron, Cappuccino Tuton, Alameda song. Stack it up, stack it up.
Yo. Yo. What's good?
Not much, dude. Posting. Hold on. I'm posting to my Simps account.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the pit. It's another voice stream. Just me and RT talking shit, dude, about markets. And it's definitely an interesting week to do so. A lot of stuff to go over. Very excited.
Yeah. All right. We're live on Simps. No, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I am here. Okay, we're not sharing screen. Good, because it's just my Twitter. It's boring. Good to see you guys. Wow. Got distracted there. I've been messing around on Simps. Simps.com. The new and improved and better friend tech. Now, if you're following this alpha, you know, this like, oh, I was early to friend tech and then I was a Stars Arena. I've never been on any of the other ones. There's like a whole, you know, maybe Satoshi knows more than I do, like a whole swath of copycats, low effort clones. But a friend of mine,
Cypher, another one.
Is that a different one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a bunch, and I've heard that they're all just kind of like with interest, and that's what you get when you have low effort clones. And things that are just trying to ride a hype cycle. But the guys behind Simps, I've had 2 calls with them now. They're grinding. They're like, they saw this concept. They said, wow, the tooling is terrible. We're going to come out with the best features and tool set and win the game of attrition, the war of attrition over time. So I've been on there. It launched 2 days ago. It's got like an 18K TVL. It's so new. You can't even take much ETH over there to ape into shit. There's not a lot of stuff to ape into, but I'll tell you this. A couple of buddies of mine, I tweeted this out earlier today. A couple of buddies of mine who have been on all of the clones, they've been playing all the way down the rabbit hole. And they said, dude, you're right. Like, this feature set is the best I've seen by far. So,
and if there's one thing people love, it's better features in crypto.
It's a content creating platform, right? So you can't like these weird one-way, semi-one-way chats in Friendtech. Look, not shitting on Friendtech. I got a key there. I got some people holding my keys. I'm selling my keys because I'm moving on. But you know, you want to have video in your private rooms, because what is the website where content creators go to share private video with their followers, Satoshi?
YouTube, probably.
Nope.
What, Vimeo?
Nope. Tell me you don't watch porn by telling me you don't watch porn.
Don't know.
OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
OnlyFans, which I swear to God. And
well, OnlyFans is a glorified.
I've actually never been to the website.
Process.
I hear about it. I get the concept. But a lot of them, this is from a call yesterday I was on with the guy who's been building Simps, one of them. And he said, yeah, there was a big wave of OnlyFans influencers, content creators who came onto Friendtech week 3 and 4, only to find that there wasn't really a feature set they could vibe with. They had their followers, they were buying their trophies, blah, blah, blah. But then they're like in a chat and you can post pictures. Yeah. And it was just kind of lame. Enter Simps. First of all, what do you call people that follow people on OnlyFans, right?
Enthusiasts. Oh, Simps, right?
So it's kind of fitting. I foresee this being a really good suck on the OnlyFans market, as far as like, if you're a content creator, right? If you're a content creator over there, and you can make good money over here, I don't know. I think they will. So that kind of features are coming out soon, and that's going to be really interesting. Like, I can create a second room for myself. I can adjust the bonding curve to be steeper or less steep, set the pricing essentially to that private access, and then I can have video in there or whatever. So that's my shill. I'm putting it out there. There's no token. There's no equity. I don't hold a bag. You can't buy.
Remember Irene DAO?
You can come buy my trophies. Irene DAO. Yeah, that was a great example. Wasn't that a dude?
No,
being a dude that ran
for
that?
sure a lady. But
no, Irene is a lady, but wasn't it like a dude who ran Irene DAO and just
probably yeah. But she had NFTs like late cycle.
I remember Irene DAO. Yeah. So there's Simps out there, and this one, I don't know, the memeage, the branding, the features. But But having said that, the Friendtech saga is diluted as fuck right now.
It'll come back. It needs
It'll come
another.
back,
It
but
needs a
I'm
bull.
not. I'm not showing up to this thing like, oh man, like we're gonna be the next. Right now, I think that whole wave is just going through a dilution phase, consolidating.
Yeah.
The clones, the low effort clones will die. People will leave. There was one that came out. I won't name names. I actually don't remember it offhand, but he was saying like the reason they're not really going with the points and the airdrop and the token, because what it did is it creates this environment where everyone's content or their interactions are all about farming. So they'll pop into the rooms every day. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm like
Yeah.
spamming rooms, and they're, but follow me, I'll follow you. Buy my key, I'll hold your key. Like, and then the content is all about just gaming that system. They're a little more serious here, looking for that longer term, breaking out of the crypto native niche of 15. So here's a fun fact. Friendtech made $25 million in 2 months with 15K users.
Jeez.
How sick is that?
Yeah, they robbed us all, dude.
Yeah, you create an app and the 5% of fees going which way or that way. Apparently to their treasury was $25 million in 2 months, and they only had 15,000 users, all crypto native, presumably.
Wild,
Some
yeah.
OnlyFans trickled in, whatever. But, so to break out of that niche into maybe non-crypto influencer crowd, that's the goal for the guys at Simps. That's what they told me. So I'm excited about it. So I'm going to be creating content on there. If you can't tell, that's where I'm going with this. We'll still do our YouTubes, but I'm going to move a lot of my Twitter stuff, especially my
RT nudes incoming.
Yeah, my lucrative sports betting thread, which is down 9 units on the first week. I'm going to move all that into there.
Well, can you pull up a chart, dude? Because we got some stuff.
Please, let's talk charts. Yeah, sorry. I just had Simps up, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget to talk about it, because I did forget to talk about it last week before it launched. Anyways, yeah, so we had that uptrend. Last week we were here feeling very bearish, talking very bearish. I kind of jokingly identified this as like a potential higher low, but then I was like, it's more of a range. I'm not really caring about that. And then we had some fake news, which I thought was hilarious.
But moreover, we had like consistent like OI ramping and like T-wopping into the fake news, which makes it seem kind of manipulatory.
Oh, totally. I would assume, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. Look what I put out on Friday. I was sitting around and I put this together, and that was actually a tell for me personally. I looked at it after and I said, damn, we've been in this chop zone with no particular directional bias at all. We've just had 5 days of down, and I'm drawing up 80% retracements.
Yeah.
I do that usually before the next leg higher. So I actually went and took a little long on Friday. I auto-longed. I'm not in it anymore, so don't worry. I auto-longed Friday when that news came out of the SEC not appealing. And we did talk about that a lot last week, that would be the next thing to watch for, is like,
wow, you caught it, dude. I was actually short into this and got stopped out.
No. Yeah, what was it? Friday. So it was this thing. So I had the notifications on my Twitter. And so when it popped up, it says like SEC will not approve. I think I longed there just kind of blindly. And then I just kind of watched it be like plus or minus $1,000 all weekend. And then I woke up to this. But don't worry. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it was here. Yeah. So we had a tick up Sunday night, and then Monday morning I woke up and it was up quite a bit, and it had been coming down for like 3 hours. I was like, fuck it. So I just rolled over at 7 a.m. and closed it. I made a nice little gain. And then by the time I got to my computer that morning, I was like, wow, fuck me. 3x the profit left on the table, but that's okay.
Wild.
So what did you see this week?
I got stopped out there, and then I kind of like did some recalibrating, and I was like, well, if this is what fake news did, then obviously the real news is not priced in, and people have been making that argument, and I sympathize with it. I'm more bearish. I'm more bearish structurally, but I think like this is a lower high that is not going to go down right away. Okay. The wick was insane. I think we're going to spend some time chopping around in this range, including the wick. Mm-hmm. And I think there's some tasty longs to be had. Ultimately, I think this ends up on a larger picture being right shoulder. I know that's like meme territory, pattern trader, retail shit,
No,
but
that's
like
okay. But I mean, keep an eye on the most obvious things in the market, right?
exactly,
That's
right?
definitely
Like,
one of them.
yeah, very obvious.
Where is this? Yeah, here we go. I mean, I have it up here just because if it starts to come in, I mean, like here's the thing: Head and Shoulders isn't just look, it looks like a Head and Shoulders. I mean, it tells a story, right?
Right.
It
Yeah.
says price tried to go
It's a
higher,
market, it's a
failed.
market structure
Yeah, it
shift.
tried to go higher on bearish divergence and failed, and then it tried to go higher again, and then it didn't even make it up to that high, and then failed. And so, yeah, when that structure breaks, it's people
Yeah.
like to shit on it. They're like, "Oh, it's a Head and Shoulders," because everyone knows what it is, so it's cool to like think it's stupid. But you can't deny that it just tells a story that's really doesn't give a shit about what you want to call it. It just is what it is. It's price.
I think it makes sense because it's a shape. So it's like the finger painting of TA, right?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, it's not very sophisticated. I mean, it's the
right. Yeah.
easiest, most accessible bit, but it, in and of itself, like what underlying story it tells is just what it is. It's just failing.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though: is people talk about them for the 2 months before they even like they may not even happen. Right? This is not a Head and Shoulders until something
breaks the
closes
neck.
below this level. Until then, it's absolutely nothing. It's
Yeah.
literally not even. It's not even 70% of a Head and Shoulders. It's zero.
And we could
And it's
easily
100.
be at the 40% mark of a right shoulder in terms of time.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
it could be over
expecting
here.
Yeah.
And it's a
Oh.
waste. So it's not, it's more like if that does break, I have a pretty good sense of where it's headed.
Right.
And
Yeah,
if it doesn't, what I decided this week is that I need to just get long, like spot long. Like we were talking ad nauseum on a market call on Tuesday, and it was like, oh, I think it's going to go do this. I think it's going to go do that. And I was like, okay, guys, fuck it. Who cares? Nobody knows. All I know is that with the halvening coming up over here, between now and then, I want all of my dry powder to be into Bitcoin or Solana, like whatever it is, but like exposure. And
So-
how am I going to get it in there? Am I sitting
Right,
around saying I'm going to pip it? Do I have to start DCAing? And that's kind of where I landed. So I just need to get serious about a plan to deploy X amount per week at certain level, whatever it is, criteria.
I want to take a look at the low time frame picture with you for a second. If you could pull up BTC clean, if you can.
Yeah.
Let's go to like 30M.
Yeah.
And then do me a favor, actually go to the daily real quick and just take your range tool. If we can just get high, low, and 50% on the Monday.
How about this? Boom.
You got Monday range there?
Oh yeah.
With the mid?
I just need to fix it a lot. Daily? Yeah, all I need is the Monday range. So all this can go off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got you.
And then throw on the 200 week SMA.
Okay. Okay, so there's your Monday.
Mm-hmm. We just deviated the mid.
Oh, deviating the mid. All right,
So
sounds dirty when you say it.
Your boy is.
I've not been on the charts today. I've been on calls from 9 a.m. back to back.
Yep.
200 MA. Okay. Let me get you. Wow. Convergence and divergence. That's not what I asked for. Give me a vanilla. Simple. Okay. They're calling it simple now. They changed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And yeah, 200 week.
Okay. Here's the thing. When I go 200 week, how do I keep it on week?
Oh, I don't know.
Because right now, we're on the 30 right now.
Well,
I've seen guys do that. They have them overlaid. I'm like, there's an indicator for that.
Pulled out the MA, and then in the settings you can do week. But yeah, like
that's how I'll do it.
We treated it as support for the first time, in quite a while. And I was waiting. Yesterday, I was waiting all day for a sweep of the lows on the current range. And then it finally came in this morning, so I had to late long, but I closed out at the mid of Monday range and then shorted a little too early.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad I didn't close it because now here we are back below that mid.
What's going on? It's not showing up. I got it figured out though. I did the I did the 1 week time frame. Wait for time frame closes. Yeah. What's going
Weird.
on here? Smoothing.
You could drop to the lower time frames. It'll, because sometimes it does that on my chart. It like doesn't populate
Yeah.
until I like move around a little bit. But
Yeah. That's annoying.
it's basically like this. You can imagine it's right under those lows, and that sweep this morning took it out. So that was a deviation sweep.
So you're saying it's basically like doing that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, sick. So we're above it now. We're trading above the 200 weekly.
And we're treating it as support all yesterday.
Look at this, though, too. Fun fact, that Gann horizontal.
Wow.
Look at that. I noticed that today. I said, so this is why I was like, yo, why am I not, what do I have, 0 Bitcoin? Like, am I going to just buy it all at 32, which was my stop loss on this idea of accumulating? And I saw this and I was like, damn, like I got to at least deploy like 10% there.
Yeah.
On a reclaim of that. And then you're saying the 200 weekly. I don't know.
Confluent with that. Damn.
I still think end of year tax season, even early, mid Q1, we can get the big puke fest I'm looking for. But I don't want to have 0 up until I'm right or wrong. I mean, I got to average in.
Yeah. I kind of, what can I say? I kind of expect, like, basically I'm thinking like, if we do get another significant low, even if it's a higher low, like high time frame, monthly even, what brings that about? And I was thinking about that thing I said on stream like weeks ago where it was like sideways and down, positive spot ETF news, fake out to the upside, massive liquidation event. And then like,
I saw that. That clip was circulating this week.
Yeah. So that one, I don't know. I'm thinking about that narrative. And like, wouldn't it be poetic if this were the fake out to the upside? And then what actually sends us down is negative spot ETF news when everyone's, because in my mind, I'm thinking like, is Gensler just going to go down without any fight? Like he's just gonna be like, yeah, all approved. Oh, let him in.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, like that negative spot ETF, and we talked about this weeks ago too, where I'm kind of like, I don't want it to happen. To be nice if everything's nice and sunny and we can just go out and play. But if they did that, that capitulation effect it would have on the market would be the end of the bear market to me.
And now everyone saw that wick and is like, oh, I'm not positioned. So now we start pricing in the ETF and then we get negative news. That would be huge liquidation event.
Yeah. Down the side of the curve or something. Like,
yeah,
I think we both kind of thought this more bear market, as they typically do, it will end with some sort of total wipeout. We certainly had a lot of wiping out down here. We've sucked a lot of people back in. Let's wipe them back out. I mean, that's how markets bottom. You get everyone who's not 100% committed out because it won't go down anymore once they're out. It just can't because no one's selling, right? So I think there's still a lot of sellers in this market. I get that vibe. I could be very wrong. We're just ranging and we'll move higher. But yeah, so here's the thing. If it rejected, and then what's going to happen next, right? BlackRock suing the SEC. Everyone else suing the SEC.
Right. Yeah.
Appealing the decision, right? And then through that, post-halvening, sometime later in the year, maybe the next year, you get the approval. Like there will be a USD, there will be a spot-backed ETF in the United States sometime.
There's a reason that the tail end of all almost all Wyckoff accumulation schemes, the tail end is almost all unanimously violent.
Yeah.
Like there's one final big flush. I wonder what pulling up Wyckoffs on the current.
Well, it would be, it would be right here. It would be this green line. I mean, this green line is the low end of my loading dock. That would be your Wyckoff check. That would be below cost of production. That would be emotional, right? That would be like, a liquidation cascade. I don't think it would trade down there very long. There's just not a meaningful amount of interest to trade below cost of production.
Yeah.
I think anything down there would get bought up. So the only way I could see us getting there is an extreme liquidation event. But how is the leverage in the system? You're Mr. looks at the OI and shit. What do you think? Is there enough leverage in the system to flush us down like that, like we had in 2020?
Well, to be clear, like the COVID crash wasn't like it didn't need excessive amounts of leverage to do that. It just needed the right news catalyst.
Yeah.
So
Like a world war, like a nuclear bomb.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was a code red travel warning today.
Really?
And
I
it's
have
so
not paid
funny.
attention. What happened this week? Because I saw Horse saying, like, if you knew what had happened this week, you'll know it's so much different than like Russia and Ukraine. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, worse.
What was it? Let me find it in my
Well, hold
timeline.
on.
Travel.state.gov. So like the Travel Commission for the United States or whatever.
No.
Made an alert, worldwide caution, and that's all they said is just like be cautious. What the fuck is that supposed to
Worldwide,
mean?
dude. I thought you were
Hey.
gonna say they were gonna issue a travel alert for like Israel. I'm like, yo, you're a couple
What
weeks
should I
late.
look out for? Loose banana peels on the ground in the airport? Like, what are you telling me?
Yeah. Worldwide caution in general.
Yeah,
Fear,
like
fear, fear.
clearly
Interesting.
intelligence community has some information about something that might go down.
That's fucked, eh? I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, I've been on calls today. I've not been watching the news. I've been trying to avoid. I mean, it's really sad, dude. I don't want to talk about it on this show, period, honestly, other than to say,
I see enough of it on my timeline, dude.
yeah,
Now that I
my
have
heart
daughter,
goes out to
seeing-
everyone who's affected by the violence. It's
So
really,
fucked
really messed up, dude. That's like,
Yeah.
I don't even, I'm gonna soapbox or anything. I got nothing else to say. I've not been paying attention because it's so heartbreaking that, and I don't feel like I can have an effect on it. So
yeah, I have no political opinion on it. I
it's
just
a
think
net negative effect on
sucks.
me, and I can't have a positive effect on it. So I try to do the things that, it's like focus on things you can change and accept what you cannot. And it's just heartbreaking. So I was talking to Gunny about it. I was talking to Gunny about it this week. It's affecting a lot of people that I care about very deeply. So my heart goes out to them. Having said that, there's just this brewing fear of escalation. And so really focusing on the markets, which is what we do on the show, I think there is all kinds of things that could send us to a level that people did not expect. This is a level I do expect.
Yeah.
I would be shocked, the don't expect fuck me holy crap level would be like down here. If we cook FTX lows,
Yeah,
I would be shocked. I would give that a less than 5% probability.
Yeah.
But maybe even less than that. But like this seems possible. Below 25 in some capacity seems probable. I would say 60%, 70% that I think we're just going to trade below 25K at some point. Before we trade above 32 in earnest. Like we might sweep something up there, but I don't think we're closing a weekly up there until we've closed a weekly down here. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, the TWAP has been relentless on Bitcoin, and
what's it showing?
So I've been watching order flow on Agar a lot, and Bybit is going.
Pull up your screen. Fuck my charts. I want to see you. Show me your tits.
Let's see.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. No.
Here, I better stop the screen share. Oh,
my screen.
Oh, you just disappeared. I was like, Toast ate himself.
Yeah. Can we see that? Cool. So let me scroll down here. See all this? The yellow Bybit logo?
Yeah.
Okay. Bybit's been doing that.
Yeah.
And it's all the same position size.
Bidding.
Right. But weird thing happened earlier today where that was happening, but it was like red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. All Bybit spot. I don't know what volume spoofing.
Oh, that's spot. Sorry.
Yeah, any yellow logo on Agar is spot.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just been going nuts. The TWAP's been absolutely relentless, and they were doing it all throughout this. Like this lead up was all just TWAPing in.
That's a 1M.
Yeah, dude. Gotta watch that 1M. How are you gonna catch a nice 1M?
Interesting. Yeah, I see. There's a lot of volume on it's Bybit perps too, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There was like a nice puke this morning. Oh no, that was last night, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's the sweep I was looking for.
Okay.
I think this is it.
I think I saw that this morning. I checked in the pit real quick when I first woke up, and I think it said you were saying something like I am long because I got the sweep I was looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. I was waiting for any low to get swept into the 200 so that I could get long. and then closed out at the mid here. And then this was, I believe, yeah, just like the start of this fair value gap. So I was looking for it to reverse here, but I got short like here, which was dumb. And yeah, I'm fully expecting us to pull into one or three of these. But yeah, it's just been wild. It's just been wild, like very different order flow regime if you're just tape watching. It's been very odd.
Almost as odd as my chart's inability to get a 200 weekly up. I've tried 3 different ways now, and I'm feeling very sad.
I do want to show you that.
Critical. Yeah, put it on there. Show us what you're talking about. I'm sitting here trying to follow along on my own chart, and it's like I can't even get the 200 weekly.
Yeah, so see this little blue dot right here?
No.
You don't see that?
No, you'll have to make it
circling it. That's it.
Bold and white.
Here, hold on.
Or bright blue.
Style, thickness.
Yeah, thickness at the bottom. Oh, that dot. Yeah.
Yep. That's it. So that's like when you're on lower time frames, it just weirdly populates like that. But yeah, here it is. So it's just been really providing a lot of support.
Dude, I can't believe can you zoom out? Okay, that's a 4 hour. Oh, okay, yeah, 4 hour. Sweet. Yeah, because that was the ceiling for a bit. So we're just chilling on top of that, dude. That's a very bullish looking thing. And then I guess it gives you clear invalidation too. We break back below. See ya.
And another point of confluence is I've been talking about this range for a while, right?
Yeah.
This whole consolidation cluster. Yeah, because it's been the main point, like the main resistance cluster for all year. And sure enough, that wick on Monday, and since then, this is the bottom of that range, this red line right here. So very interesting stuff going on. We've reclaimed that range essentially, also reclaiming the 200 MA. And yeah, it just looks good.
It really does, dude. And it's interesting and almost spooky that that my like old GAN just kind of reclaimed a horizontal, which is almost like the exact same level. That horizontal is at 28,327.
Many ways to skin a cat, they say.
Yeah. So to reclaim those two significant horizontals, which even from a market structure point of view are pretty clean.
Yeah.
That daily close, like, and then you look left and there was a few resistances and now it's just closed above and it's consolidating.
Look at this.
So consolidating above resistance even? I mean, there's a resistance to the left that it's below too.
Well, there's also sorry, I jumped to Inge, but
yeah, go ahead.
There's also this, dude. Like, and what's interesting is that we're up at these prices and everyone's like it feels elevated, but we went here in early October. October 2nd, we went all the way up here.
Yeah.
And so I've been monitoring that for, actually, I could just draw this out. Like, we're literally consolidating within a fair value gap we've tapped several times. It's very interesting.
I feel underexposed, and not to be like, hey, last week was a dip and I'm super bearish midterm, and like this week's a little bit of a rip and I'm super bullish, but this is a significant reclaim. And part of being as, say, sidelined as I was through that dip, or really just through the whole last 3 months, part of that is like just knowing when to get back in. And now, have I seen enough here to go all in? Certainly not really with leverage or anything, but do I want like a good amount of spot back? Because I also know I can just sell it if we lose 28K. Like,
yeah,
28K, I wouldn't have a stop loss, but like if we just traded below it, closed a daily back below it, I'd be like, okay, I guess that wasn't, what I thought it was.
Yeah, I would say that does start to look terrible. Imagine if we went down and just deviated Monday low.
Yeah, like I mean, the thing is, if I'm going to ape in here, I'm probably not selling until it's like we're below 26,500. Like that lower, like the higher low we just made.
Yeah.
That's probably, and then the question is like, is this an investment for the next 2 years or is this a trade for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I'm probably leaning to a partial of either, but
this guy right here, which you
so
through-
eloquently pointed out.
Yeah.
I've been watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, what if? No, it would take way too long.
I mean, when we put that top in, which technically, I guess you could say, like, market structure wise was confirmed sometime in July, late July. There was your M top up there, right? And then you have, okay, so from that, you get that downtrend line. And as Beamish would always say, in the most conservative, rational way, is just like, well, let's move through that trend line and print a W on the other side before we get too bullish. Well, we've moved through that trend line and I would say we've printed a W on this side. He may say, wait a bit, but
Yeah, like we printed one on the daily at least, but like if you go down.
Yeah, it's a daily. I mean, I think at least daily, but first of all, the breakout day of the trend line was October 1st.
Right.
So that was your breaking out from the trend line. Like the trend line was.
Oh yeah, you could say that it's this.
So there's your left, and then we just made a higher low. Like that's your W.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And then we even retested it.
Yep. So I feel pretty good actually now about like a midterm swing, whether that's 2 to 3 weeks or whether that's 6 to 12 or whether we've just seen the lows. I can't hold on to my assumption that we're going to get lower.
It's just interesting that we haven't had any daily closes above this.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. I'm definitely going to find a middle ground between like as sidelined as I can be. I mean, I could be more sidelined. As sidelined as I'm comfortable with, which is where I'm at right now. And then, yeah, I think I would go 40% deployment here with like a pretty, like that trend line, 26.5. Like those are areas where I would then go again and reconvene. And then worst case, you take a little haircut. It's like, okay, washing machine cycle, I got chopped a bit, but
yeah,
like for example, I buy here. And then it turns out I was right. We do trade below 25. We go down as low as 20. We spend 3 months in a new little trough. I'm not holding what I buy here today through all that. I have to have an invalidation to get back out and get back to where I'm at right now. And that would probably be 26.5, somewhere between 25.5, 26.5. I think. We'll see.
Yamjeet has told us we need to be monitoring chat. Shout out Crypto Dale. Thanks for joining us, dude. Yamjeet is saying you have to deploy at least 100%. Any allocation less than 100% is extremely low T.
Yeah, he's been really beating the bull drum for a little bit now in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry for not monitoring the chat, guys. I usually do. Crypto Dale's in the house. What's up, dude?
Shout outs, dude.
Yeah, dude. And anybody here who joined because I tweeted, I simped, I sent out a simp message. You should know that I opened up the show with about 10 minutes of pure simpage. So if you haven't seen that or you joined late, just go back. We did talk pretty in depth. Everything I know about Simps I shared, plus my forward-looking thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. Yamjeet. What do you think, dude? I think he's been a pretty powerful public signal for me. So when he's like bull posting in my mentions and shit, and telling me I'm low T for having any cash in my life, it's usually the time when I get nervous about buying stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was trolling him the other day because he'll literally draw like this. I was making fun of his TA because he'll do something like this where he'll be like, anything above this box is a buy, anything below it is a sell, and all the good buys are below the box.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it is that market where you can say above this is bullish. It's a below this is bullish market, right? It's a liquidity seeking market right now.
That's an interesting way to think of it.
It's literally like the best entries are all typical stop losses right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this range. All I know is that I need to take what this new information is the market's given, moving through that trend line, reclaiming the 200 weekly, reclaiming this GAN horizontal, and I need to refactor my exposure somewhat. Not all in, but less all out. So that's the math I have to do tonight. I think it would be Yeah, 30% of cash deployed here just into Bitcoin, something very vanilla.
Dude, you said that you're just gonna be effing around with sports betting last week.
I know this isn't a trade though. This is a DCA averaging back in, right? I'm not messing around with sports betting, not paying attention. I have to watch the market. It's like I know where the money's at.
I
The
know.
money,
I'm just
you
fucking around.
motherfucker. That doesn't mean I'm like setting up a new perp account to be like, okay, I'm long from here, boys. You have no idea how hard it is for me to sit in cash. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I am doing. So I go
challenge account, public challenge account, RT, 10K to 100K. Let's go.
God, we can't have nice things. Look at this shit. This is what happens. I'm just gonna screen cap it, put it on my chart. So annoying.
You want to switch back? Here,
Yeah,
take the
your
rein.
chart's nicer, but like, okay, just gonna put a word out there to whoever it is that sends shit coins to your wallet without your permission.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what your goals are. I don't know who you are, what you're doing, but I will
Speaking
find
of
you.
shit coins, dude.
I will find you. We'll kill you. No,
wild.
but yeah, I just went to look at my portfolio. I've got Duck, Red, Wombat, Hades, Burger, TRB, all worth like $6 billion.
Wow,
trying to look at my cash percentages, and I need to go fix my transaction incoming for like take me 20 minutes, well, 10 minutes, just to even be able to look at my cash balance now. That's what you get, and it's every single day. I don't know. I'm on some lists. I guess my wallet is on some lists.
Yeah.
And now I just get shitcoin of the day sent to my wallet. I don't know what bot and who's paying gas and why they would do that, but it's relentless and it's hilarious.
Dude, CRV and FTM are interesting. Look at this.
Yeah.
We're there.
Good risk reward.
There. Yeah.
Get the fuck out if you lose 10%, and otherwise you're rolling all the way up.
I mean, it's investable on a spot basis right now. If I were planning on holding spot alts into the halving, but I'm not.
Yeah. That's the trap, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Trap is like, and that's why I keep talking about Bitcoin and Solana. Okay, what does Solana Bitcoin look like? The cross. What's Solana BTC look like? Because that's the one coin I've considered buying that is not Bitcoin through whatever.
What the hell? I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you added it as a compare.
Yeah.
Solana Bitcoin outperforming Phantom.
First time using TradingView.
There you go. Kids new. It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Lightly breaded toast.
People have been bullish on this a lot in the TL. Yeah. I don't know about that though. Personally.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
more just like it's not dying in the face of Bitcoin strength. Like it's going up, and it is, look, you can see it's outperforming Bitcoin since mid-September when it bottomed there.
Yeah. September
so every
11th
time
was
Bitcoin
the
goes up,
literal pico long right there, September 11th.
Yeah. So every time Bitcoin goes up, this thing looks like it's gone up a little bit more. So I get why it's getting that.
Yeah.
But then if you were to compare Sol BTC to like the other top 10 liquid alts against BTC, like they're probably all fucking racked. Like ETH BTC for sure. BTC. And if you do the comp chart where you can see like the percentages and we'll pick a date, that'd be kind of cool. Like what was that? The Gooly?
Oh, Alt Getty?
Alt Getty.
Let's check it out, dude. I haven't looked at this in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been months.
It's not the season.
Oh,
it is
weekly.
INJ.
Weekly is not the move. Let's go to when was the most recent
daily?
BTC
September 11th.
move?
Like maybe a daily peg to September 11th. Would that work?
Can you on your chart tell me the most recent BTC nuke?
The big one was August 17th. That was like the mega lick we had.
Yeah. All right. I guess I could do that. Let's anchor there. Oh, yeah. It's right here, right? Yep. There it is. So let's use that as an anchor.
Yeah. So basically coming out of the basement.
Render's such a monster, dude.
Is that still going? Oh,
yep.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to mark the low, it was that sweep on September 11th. Like that's when Bitcoin kind of went down to 25 again, took out all of its like recent lows. I think
Dude, LOL at Blur. Blur.
that blur up there.
Big LOL,
I
dude.
saw guys in the pit talking about it. I don't know what's going on with it.
They released new tokenomics, which is smart for them because like look at looks. Down only
Not
forever.
so hot.
Yeah. But it ended up being a sell the news event and chart totally nuked.
As they
hard.
do. Yeah.
As they want to do.
Yeah, I mean that's bottoming formations for you, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down, build a floor, drive everyone crazy until anyone who might buy or sell is just gone, and the only people left are holders.
There's your boy, dude. Sol and Inge.
And then you build a big...
are the top right now. Sol, Inge, and Render. Go figure.
Wow, okay. So how liquid are Inge and Render? Like they're liquid
Inge and Render
irrelevant up there?
Fairly liquid. For a new alt, I'll say. Blur is incredibly illiquid.
Inge is looking good, dude.
It looks good, but also short. On like currently short.
6 out of 7 green days. But it is just about to come into like the M top breakdown.
Right. We're sweeping high time frame levels.
Yeah. If you look in the daily and go back to where it broke down from the highs, like we're coming in to test that, which is pretty standard.
Oh, yeah.
See that M top
consolidation? Here, let's draw that.
Like that's going to get a retest.
Well, I'm looking at this actually.
That's cheeky. I think that's
it, dude.
Okay.
Nice.
That's cheeky. I think the whole M up there gets a test, but that's your FBG.
Well, you could get that underside, right? That's not a fair value gap. Maybe on the weekly, no, not even. But it is a consolidation cluster.
Oh, yours there. Okay, so it's not an FBG. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just colored it the same.
Yeah.
Orange.
Caramel. But yeah, I could see like tapping there or deviating it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Little let's make it fancy for the boys in the chat. And let's put a little booyah. Got you, boys.
Yeah, that's kind of that's my short. Let me see.
Yeah.
I mean, I come in saying it looks good. We're gonna short it, but what's that price at the top of your little hammer? That would be like 917 is the 786. If you do like a short reload zone, the 786 is like a really good spot to maybe enter something like that, and they'll be like,
there it is, top of that.
So between the sweet spot, which is 887, the best short entries typically come in, or at least if you mix consistency with like catching the edge, it's typically in that zone. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
our TA aligns.
There you go, dude.
And yeah, and that's not even like, oh, we're going to short this into the ground. I mean, that's just, even if it continues to consolidate, that could be a really nice setup.
Well, I mean, another thing to remember about
it's a big consolidation.
Is that it is a shit coin, and all the other ones are here right now.
Yeah.
In terms of relative range.
So is this your CFX moment where you're like, this thing could roll over and have a bad 6 months, even if the rest of the market stays flat or up, because it's already had its good run and it's kind of cooked?
I wouldn't say that. No, I actually am like starting to worry that, not worry, but like I want a longer term entry on this, and it's not going to be at these lows, I don't think.
Okay.
I think it's actually going to be here.
This is a big fat, high time frame consolidation. So I think it'd be really cool. I mean, I would just watch that flag, and if you break down from it, look out below. It's probably going down to like $5.
I mean, they're not equal, but they're damn close to equal for a daily chart.
Yeah. That'd be a sick fake out to it. Like if it didn't just break out and go higher, if it came up and swept those and then came down, like then
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
$2 to $3. then we getting real nasty. That you ain't gonna want to be around for that.
That might also be it.
That's a good looking chart though. All things considered.
Wait, triple equal highs, basically.
Yeah, there's
And
a lot
then
of
look at this spike right here. There's your FEG.
no.
Whoa, dude.
There's a fat VG.
Yeah, dude. What if we get that? That'd be insane, dude. Wow, dude. ICT traders bussing out. Where can you short alts these days? Good question, dude. I used a new perp dex the other day.
Oh,
Hyperliquid.
Hyperliquid. Yo, I've got one of those guys in my DMs. I told him I would demo it. I've not found the time. I feel
I used their alpha. It was pretty clean.
yeah. He was recruiting me
Pretty
to try
clean.
that out, and I wanted to, and I never did.
One of the only perp dexes you can use right now to short or long render. And I used it
Alpha
for
for the
a
day.
render short. Yeah. So Hyperliquid's good. Quenta has lots of alts.
You know what, dude? I've got to wrap early today.
All good,
I
dude.
told you pre-stream there was a meeting. It got all messed around. It's actually running now for the last 20 minutes. I'm just looking at it and I'm feeling a lot of FOMO.
Get out of here, dude.
I should go. It's not the end of the world, but it's something I should definitely attend to sooner than later. I will leave you. I don't want to be the guy who shut down the stream 10 minutes early, but if you might want to roll with these homies for another,
I'm happy to.
as long as you
They
want.
want to know anything.
Welcome.
They
to
want to
the
listen to a
Toast
piece
show.
of toast.
Next week we have Elliot Rowe on Thursday, who's my mindset coach, which I'm really pumped about. So I'll be back for that. I'll be back Tuesday for a solo, and I will watch back the end of the stream later tonight because I'm a big nerd and I always do that when I'm
Fire.
So
I'm gonna talk wild amounts of shit as soon as you get out.
Yeah, I'll be checking to make sure you didn't talk too much shit. And then Yamit wants to look at Prime. Okay. Love y'all. Take care. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with Satoshi.
Yeah, and Yamjeet, I know I'm your favorite, so I'm gonna look at Prime for you, buddy, because we vibe so heavily. Let's take a look at it. HTF, high time frame, my friend. Ooh, wow, what a chart. Let's take a look at it, buddy. Okay. Look at that mid, Yamjeet. Look at that mid foreshadowing what the actual top was, huh? Amazing. I mean, high time frame wise, it looks good, right? What's the story? We pumped. We swept this high, which led to the most significant downside since then. And then we deviated the mid. YMG, about to make deviations your favorite, friend. See, deviations can work in your favor, YMG. You didn't know that, but they can. There we go, dude. Look at that. Look at that. I would say, what's the reasonable target for Prime? Sweeping this. So 4.083. Or sweeping this at 4.69. Bang, bro. 4.69 has got to be the target. It makes perfect narrative sense. Yeah, I would say as long as BTC continues to play ball, you know, those are reasonable targets. 4.075 or a little bit higher, or 4.69. In terms of like bull market targets, I have no friggin' idea. But we could speculate. No, I won't speculate. I have no idea. But I would say like your upside is probably capped, you know, between these two zones for this year, right? Let's just say this is probably your zone to get out. Hope that helps, buddy. Higher, much higher. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But in terms of like a trade, that's where I would be looking to exit. So cool beans. Hope you dug that, EMG. I'm here for you, friend. All right. Well, unless you guys want me to just look at a bunch of tickers, we're probably going to wrap here soon. But I'm currently short Inge. currently short BTC, but might be tempted to get out of that soon if it keeps going the way it's going. Let's take a look at it, dude. Let's go to the 15 where all the magic happens. Yeah, I mean, it just looks strong. You know, failed to make an actual LL on the 15M. And as long as it clears this high, then market structure is intact. On the 5M, it broke market structure. So basically, you know, you could say any higher than this, and it's, you know, games are on again. I can have a look at STX MM. Is that MM crypto there, dude? Exactly as predicted. Or whatever. He's German, isn't he? I can't do a German accent. Let's look at STX. Oh, I already have some work on this chart. Ha! Look at that. Holding the range quarter. A little deviation of the range quarter. Let's check that out. Bro, the bullish deviations everywhere. Yeah, it still doesn't look particularly great, I would say, on the weekly. Like, market structure, the trend is down, right? Now, if you were to use diags, which I largely do not a fan of diags, but if you were to use diags, like we broke the diag. Okay, so step one complete. As our friend Hxro, I'll tell you about Apex Exchange in a second. It's sick, dude. If we were to listen to our friend Hxro and all the TRI guys, such as RT, Brian Beamish, we would say, wait for the W on the other side of the trend line. But I don't think we have that really. Do we? I guess you could say, like, here's your W neckline. Here's the first low. Here's the second low. You know, we did technically get the W, I guess. But, you know, in order for your first market structure break is at 88 cents. I would say, you know, STX earlier in the year, STX served as significant beta to Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin was appreciating, STX was appreciating harder. But I don't know if that's the regime right now. What we could do is let's just pull up BTC real quick on this same chart. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I really don't know about STX upside. Like, it wouldn't be my pick. Would not be my pick. But it could totally go on a run. Like, I won't say it couldn't. And it is, you know, Bitcoin layer. So it certainly could catch upside from Bitcoin's upside. Another thing, dude, let's talk about the Chad altcoin lately. BCH has been murdering it ever since this low at the range 8th. Murdering it. It's just been acting as high beta BTC, which is pretty sick. How about Apex Exchange? Thoughts? I love it, dude. Lowest fees among perp dexes. Fast execution because zero knowledge. Wicked fast. And it is, I believe it's borrowing its liquidity from Bybit because it's Apex is basically the perp dex of Bybit. Bybit's invested in it. I think they helped develop it. I think it's their dex, dude. I think it's Bybit's dex. It's very similar experience to Bybit. I think the liquidity is the same books. And it works very well. It's very fast. They also have click trading, which, let me see here. Do I have a challenge account pulled up? Yes, I do. Hey. All right, let's look at my underwater BTC short on Apex. Here it is. So what's cool about this, right, is like, let's say I set, you know, let's say I set a TP on this, right? Where can I, yeah, here we go. So I can set like a take profit. Let's say it's like 27K, right? for this whole 4 Bitcoin position. So let's say I set that, and let's go to daily so I can find it, right? So here's my TP on this short. And what's cool about this is it's like a click trading equivalent. I can literally drag this up and down as I want to. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Pretty tight stuff. I'm pretty sure I can click trade. No, you can't. But you can mark it in with this thing, and then you can move your stop losses up and down. You can also move your positions up and down. I don't know what that does, but you get this neat little warning. Oh, no, you can move it up and down to set your stop loss. Interesting. So I don't even have to do that with the TP and everything. Like, let's say I wanted to set this TP, then I would just drag it down to here, and it will set a TP. That's so cool. That's pretty sick, dude. Yeah, dude, I think Apex is sick. It's also the lowest fees last time I checked out of all the perp dexes. So I'm partial to it. I enjoy it, dude. Can recommend. 10 out of 10. Someone wanted me to look at STG. Let's look at STG. It's depressing, probably. Yep. Oh, what do you know? It's depressing. Here's STG. So a lot of alts, like a lot of them, are like, they all have, like, if you marked out this low on every other alt, like the FTX lows, a lot of them are back down there. So we've got Ajax is making its way back down there. It's past the range quarter, and it's probably headed right here. Algo down there. API 3 down there. It actually went below. Aptos getting there, very close. Arb, gross. Going to 0. Atom down there. Audio down there. It's right there. It's at its FTX lows. AVAX, I mean, gross. BCH chatting, not down there. Blur, gross. Ugh. How do people get bullish on Blur? DMG, what are you doing? BNB, down there. Lower, actually. Bonk, ugh. Kanto is interesting. Got near its FTX lows, or like the lows that it has, rocketed up to range quarter, and is rejecting from there as we speak. It's interesting. I'm very interested in Kanto. CFX getting there. CRV down there, right? It's at it right now. CVX below it. Depressing. I have some CVX still. I managed to sell a lot of it throughout all this, but still have a bit. Doge down. Oh shit. Trading View. What? Wait, does it do that every time? What the hell? Fucking Doge just came out of the right and did a little dance. Oh shit, my camera just died, I think. Did it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just died. Fellas, is that the end for us? YMG, you're crazy. You're crazy for being bullish Blur right now. Like, maybe not next year, but right now, for sure, you're nuts. Oh, we're back, baby. Let's go. Dusk. Getting there, right? Below the range quarter. DYDX. Ah, interesting. Cheeky. But still probably going there. ETC. The Classico. Down there. Ethereum we won't talk about. We don't talk about Ethereum. It's gross. Filecoin. Ugh. Dude. What? Ew. Gross. Down there. Floki. Ugh. FTM. I think I already went over FTM, but I'm actually interested in FTM. I'm interested in FTM and Curve right now. Fair amount. FXS. Down there. Getting there. It'll get there. Gala. Oof. Dude. Metaverse tokens have all taken the biggest shit that you've ever seen. It's below its deviation low, which is wild. GRT. Let's go look at that. Oh, in this little deviation I drew. Interesting, but still probably going way lower. IMX down there. Joe getting there. Getting there. Give it a little bit. Give it another few weeks. Kava. There. It's there. And like the reason I have all these range lows on these charts is because I want to buy them if we're going to get an alt run. And I actually, Muro has a great way to track alt runs, which is he just looks at like total 3 against Bitcoin, I think. I don't know how he does it, but he looks at total 3 against Bitcoin and he just like waits for important levels. And then he basically like tweets like, oh, alts are going to run. And that's how he knows. Lido, interesting. Like this is one that like, you know, we had the huge run up in Q1 on all alts. They all made significant highs. We had another run up at the end of Q1. And then most of them started falling. Most of them look like FTM, right? Big run up and then just down only since. Except for Inge and Render and Lido. The difference between Inge and Render and Lido, though, is that Lido's actually doing it now. Lido's finally dropping. I'm interested in FTM because I don't think Andre's going anywhere. I think it's going to continue to be like, here's why I'm interested in FTM. Because if I shouldn't be interested in FTM, this wouldn't have happened. But FTM was one of the biggest performers, the most high beta performers in Q1. So it tells me that there's still legs left in FTM. Like if we go to a weekly here and we just look at, let's anchor by the end of 2022. And yeah, which one is FTM? FTM is one of them, obviously. Where is it, dude? It's in there. It pamped. I'm pretty sure it's this one. No, that's VRA. Is this Blur? No, Floki. Fuck, dude. It's in there. What color is it? Oh, it's orange. Yeah. But if we anchor from the nuke, it'll come out. Where was it November? I don't know. It'll pop out somewhere. I think it's right here. But there were days or even whole weeks where FTM significantly outperformed like almost everything. It was like FTM, CFX, Inge, Render, FET, Ajax. Like these were all like major pumpy coins. And you would have thought that FTM was dead. Now, to be clear, like there is no way in hell I'm buying FTM anytime soon. But it's good probably for like a futures trade on a reaction off of that low. And that's why I'm monitoring it. I'm not going to be buying spot FTM anytime soon or ever again. Interested in FTM, but not Sol. Yeah, I'm just not that interested in Sol, dude. It's at the top of the range. How can I be bullish at the top of the range, EMG? It's almost impossible. Because what have we been rewarded for all year? Shorting the tops of ranges and longing the bottoms of ranges. High time frame, low time frame ranges. Doesn't matter. Story's been ranges, range bound price action. And to expect anything different seems to be a little bit foolish, given that we haven't had any major catalysts yet. Like, just nothing's happened. So why would I be bullish at the top of a range? That doesn't make any sense. Like, look at all the people look at these poor fucking idiots who got bullish at the top of the soul range. What happened to them, right? I'm bullish at the top of the range. Look at me, dude. Oh, 50% drawdown. Oh, rough. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm stupid. That said, like, this will probably get tapped. So I expect it to deviate this range for sure. And really, like, you know, I would buy a successful acceptance above the range, but I don't know, dude. I don't think it's going to do that. I think we're going to get a big old weekly wick or daily wick even. Like, look at this. Look at how gross this rejection is. Here's your FVG. I think this is like a daily FVG or a weekly FVG. This wick. Yeah. So weekly FVG. What did we do last time we broke out of the range? We went all the way up to almost tap it. And then look at the rejection on the daily. It's gross. Fuck, dude. Hell no. There's a 13% wick, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, not a fan of that. And that's how strong this soul range has been and will probably continue to be. You know? So, yeah, I'm not very interested in soul. Wait for after the catalyst, you miss the move. I don't know how true that is, dude. I don't think so. Because what I'm looking for is either a catalyst or a liquidation event. And typically the liquidation event happens before the catalyst. So I can just buy the liquidation event. It's worked for me many times in the past. Except here. Didn't buy this liquidation event. Should have, but didn't. Yeah. But I did buy this one. Sorry. I did buy this one right here. And I will probably do it again this year. It's probably going to happen all over again. And I will buy that, dude. BNT. Dude, isn't that Bancor? Am I wrong there? Is that Bancor? BNT. It is Bancor. Gross, dude. Is the cartel pumping this right now? What's going on? Ho! What? What? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Major pump. Consolidation. Squeeze. Huh. Ooh, wee. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Thank you for shouting this out, dude. Squeeze. Downside. Let's find the levels that this is interacting off of. Oh, wow. I need something with more data. But this, look at that, dude. Holy shit. This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so ran a daily level, very obvious one, from August. Yeah, I need more data. Let's go. It has the most data. Let's go there. Ooh, interesting. Very interest. Yeah. Wow. This is an interesting chart, dude. Thank you. All right. So what did we do? What have we done? We have daily FEG. Tapped. Check. And then another daily FVG tapped. All right, what's going on with it locally? Where's our Monday levels? Very interesting. Thank you for shouting this out. Okay, this is our Monday range. Oh, button up against the mid, though. What? Okay. Rejecting off of the mid. Wow, this is actionable. This is an actionable ticker right now. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah. What do we do with this? I don't know. Kind of like the short was obviously this filling of that daily FEG. We filled that daily FEG. We created a huge Monday range. We deviated. Oh, dude. Yeah. We deviated that Monday range right here. And then we deviated it again right here. And then finally, it went to the mid. It swept these highs. So these got tapped. And then it rejected Beagley, deviated the range quarter, and now is at the mid again. I don't know, dude. I kind of already deviated the mid. So I don't know. I don't know what I would do with this, but it looks actionable for a short IMO. And then, yeah, dude. I mean, look at this. This is, dude, you like divergences? Are you a fan of divergences? Because holy hell, that's a big one. There's 4-hour divergence. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, you might be better to wait. Yeah, I think you're right on that, dude. I think you're right on that. Probably, you know, what would be actionable? It would be actionable if we swept this high and then got back below it. Especially if we got back below the, ooh, okay. Yeah. So probably the thing to do is to wait. These are your like levels, right? You want to see it sweep this and then get back below the range quarter. 786. Yeah. I mean, this high, dude, is your 786 of the Monday range. So 100%. You're right. Like, this is it. This is your 75% of the Monday range. So this is probably your 786. Short, 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 short. Can't wait to short it. Oh, it's going to be fun to short. Dude, Yamjeet forgot what a bull market looks like. But I'll show you, Yamjeet. I know your PTSD-addled mind forgets, but this is what a bull market looks like. This is chop in a range. This bull market. Range chop, bull market. Range chop, bull market. Okay. Actually, let's look at our SMA. Okay. Yeah. I mean, is reclaiming the 200 a bull market? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But I think we're defining bull market differently here, friend. I think you define bull market as once we've put in the lowest low of the bear market. I define bull market as, I don't know, this. Call me crazy. But I'm pretty sure this is a better indication of being in a bull market. Like, because if you define it as when we put in the low, then it's like, okay, to you, all of this was a bull market. Looks pretty terrible to me, friend. I don't know. I think this is a better candidate for what a bull market is. Like, this can be excluded from it, IMO. Yeah, I figured that that's what you think a bull market is. It's after the last low. Sure, that's one way of thinking about it. Totally. I think about it as up only. Call me crazy. Well, cool beans. I got some wage cucking to do. You guys rock. Sorry for the solo toast end of stream. But I'll be excited to see you guys all again on a future stream. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy shit talking about markets in the middle of a bear market, which is what we're in right now, then do me a favor. If you're not in the pit, go to hxro.com, click the community tab, and join the pit so we can argue. We can argue back and forth about price action. And I'll see all of y'all next week on the pit.